Hello, everyone. My name is Cheok PD. That's right, like Cheok from Treasure. Cheok is out here in Treasure, representing all the good Cheoks out here, like me, and I'm excited to have you guys here for this music video, BONA BONA, which Cheok from Treasure is in. I'm excited for this because this is coming off the REBOOT album, and I kind of skimmed some articles. I didn't want any spoilers, but about the press release regarding Daddy YG and the Treasure members talking about the next step in Treasure's evolution, kind of evolving their sound. And I gotta say, I'm pretty excited going into this because Move by T5 was phenomenal. It was kind of game-changing, and it kind of brought back a groove and a swag to the YG sound that I personally hadn't heard in Treasure's music yet, which is very strange because they've been very hip-hop and rap-centric up until this point. But the way they've been able to combine like the new modern sound and also all these different influences and the stuff that their predecessors have done before, it was kind of monumental. So I'm excited for this video going in. Before we do, I am going to do a listening party for that REBOOT album. After all, it is a studio album. Now, I can't react to that listening party here on YouTube purely because of copyright reasons. So if you want to check out that listening party, it's going to be on my Patreon next week. That's right. It's going to be on my Patreon out on the 21st at 5 p.m. PST. We also started a weekly podcast. It's an exclusive Patreon podcast available in both audio and video form. You can also get that on our podcast. On our Patreon. We also have Treasure Map reactions, Treasure World Map. We're doing that right now. We recently wrapped up Rocky Door, and we're going to finish up fixing our Treasure backlog soon. Hopefully, it'll be done in time for the listening party. That's kind of how I'm timing it. So if you want to check that out with us, you can join our Patreon. Of course, you don't have to support us monetarily if you don't want to. That's simply fine. That's just the best way to both support the channel and also get bonus reactions. If you want to support us for free, just like the video down below over here. You can leave a comment and make sure to subscribe. Those are free ways to help out the channel, and we would really appreciate it. All right, this is BONA BONA by Treasure, and this is your form of therapy. Ooh. Oh my God. Oh my God, it's sound. Oh my God.
낮에 따는 때야 새벽의 별 같아 내 세상 속에 네가
What the hell?
Baby don't cry 꽉 잡아 여기 떠나 너와 내가 영원할 곳으로 Cause I can't stop
Wow, the drum and bass genre is having such a heavy influence on K-pop recently. Wow, this is... Wow, why does this set kind of visually remind me of a Blackpink set? Ah, so it's called BONA. BONA BONA. Wow.
하는 듯이 뒷공문이 쫓아가지 하는 듯이 더 빠져들 follow your lips 네 맘에 문 열어둬 파고들어 너의 core forever ever long 갈 수 있게 아파같아
Goddamn. Oh my God. Ruko looks freaking amazing with the new dude.
널 반복되는 때마다 번들을 찾아서 깨르는 견적고 돌아서 마치 배파 너네 마지막 영원히 놓지 않아
Oh my God, dude. Oh my God. Wow, the Sun and Swish Up, they did not let you breathe. Wow. Woo.
정해지는 명은 없다고 하지만 수만 번 생각해봐도 눈을 뜨고 태어났을 때부터 난 Bona 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 love ya Bona, 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 love ya. Bona, 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 love ya. 아침을 가질
Oh,
때까지
no.
speed it
Oh.
up, speed it up.
Oh my God.
Speed it
Wait,
up.
this song's not over? Holy where are we?
다른 사람은 안 돼, baby, you hold it on me. No.
Jesus Christ. Oh, wow. Wow, YG put a lot of money into this one. Oh my God. Woo. Wow. The rock influence to this song was such a fantastic idea. Wow. What the? Oh my God. Okay. I have to say, YG talked about this branding, this reboot for Treasure. And I will admit, after the departure of Yadam and Mashio, I worried. Not worried necessarily in that I was worried they were going to do poorly, just worried in the way that a parent often does about their child, just hoping, I hope it works out. Often member departures can be a blow to a group, and a group can never fully recover, or it might delay some aspects of their future plans. But this rebranding, both visually and musically, I think works kind of amazingly for them. And I think the timing of it was really well done. It feels like it's been a journey. It's been a lot of prep, even from their debut, even from their first comeback, even to their second comeback. It feels like it was leading up to this. And perhaps even chronologically, album-wise, what with the first step, the second step, and then going towards a reboot so early on in their careers is pretty ambitious, but I think it works out for them. Because this song contains hip-hop elements, rap, pop, dance, and rock. YG artists have done this before. Artists like Blackpink, Big Bang, they may do a much more ballad-centric concept for a song, or a rock-centric concept for a song, or a dance-centric concept for a song. But YG's formula was take a genre and then add some hip-hop into it, add some rap into it, and change it up and make kind of rap the primary driving force. I think what kind of sets Treasure so far apart from other YG artists up until now is that while the rap line is still very powerful and significant, they're not taking as much of a head charge in, at least, I don't know, I'm sure it's not going to be permanently for the future. It is YG after all, but I think it's very noticeable that in the reboot and the rebranding, that the vocalists and the song is way more catered towards the vocalists a lot more. While still, having all the classic YG elements. So while other artists did it for just one genre of a song, I feel like what makes Treasure so special, especially with Reboot, is that they're not just making it a concept for them. They're saying we can do it all. Like, that is, our color and our sound isn't just rap and hip hop. Dance, rap and hip hop, pop, the K-pop thing, the idol thing, the dance thing, kind of everything, even all in one song. I think that's phenomenal. Let's go ahead and watch this video, talk about the video. There's quite a bit to talk about, so let's go. And I want to listen to this again. God. I just knew from this opening synth melody that, oh, it's a banger. It's a 10 out of 10. Visually, kind of playing off of T5's move. Oh, my goodness. What I also love is that the lighting is reflecting the portions in the melody, specifically in the instrumental, where it's going a little crazy. So I believe this is actually that crazy synth sound you hear, and the pattern. It's a drum and bass pattern, which I hope people love this song. And I hope this song continues to influence more songs in K-pop. If there is a genre that I maybe haven't talked about a lot on my channel that I love, I think maybe a lot of people know by now. I love a good rap song. I love rappers who sing. I love a lot of 80s centric pop stuff. I love 80s synth stuff. And I love bubblegum pop. I think people know some of these things about me. But one thing I don't talk about often, because up until this point, I think drum and bass has not been a super popular genre. Zero Base One just recently did it, and looks like BONA BONA is influenced by that as well. Has some other elements, but that's one of the primary influences to the song, and that's crazy. And this is instantly my favorite Treasure title track. No joke.
세상 속에 네가 매일 떠오르니까 Baby don't cry 꽉 잡아 여기 너만 내가 영원할
Wow. Seriously, a K-pop group hasn't made a dance song like this since like the early 2010s. You know, Big Bang did this a lot. It dominated the charts a lot, but man, Blackpink's As If It's Your Last. Oh my God. So up until this point, the video has looked visually very YG. And this section, I was wondering, why is this very beautiful falsetto section? Why is this giving me very heavy Blackpink vibes? And I realized Blackpink has a lot of setups that are sort of eerily similar to this. And perhaps going forward, this is going to become a YG staple. I mean, the way YG dresses their sets and makes them look the way they look has always been a part of their brand. But I think just it's been a while since we've seen this kind of a set with a boy group. Tends to be a lot of or I guess Blackpink's music videos. A lot of Rosé or Jisoo solo scenes have this kind of like a bleak, gray, desaturated set. If you notice around here, it's like all this beige, gray sort of castle. But then they always add sort of a touch of beauty, something very colorful, very bright and saturated so that it pops and grabs your attention to make it, to one, make the scene look even more striking and dramatic, and two, also to kind of show how beautiful they are, honestly. And then the militant outfits, just with the leather buckles and straps, kind of reminded me of Kill This Love a little bit. So that was cool. Let's head on back. That's why it reminded me a lot. Reminded me of Blackpink's music videos a lot. This scene in particular. And especially this chorus section. The military formation. And then comes up the rap line. We gotta talk about this. So I found this entire rap line section pretty fascinating. There's 3 rappers in this group, which 3 at least assigned rappers in this group, which I think might be the most YG has had. And the way they all have their own personal influences. I know Haruto grew up, him and his family grew up as very big fans of YG. And not just from his deep voice, but specifically the way Haruto raps here next, sort of like the talk rap sort of thing, kind of feels very similar to the influence from the older YG groups, kind of top. And then you have Yoshi, who I think exemplifies more of like what Korean rapping and like the fast rapping is right now. And then I feel like Hyunsuk is bringing in sort of an American influence. And I'm not saying they're going to do this on every song. I just think, given that it is the Reboot album, I think this title track is very important. and I think they're kind of signaling what their sound is going to be like going forward. And I just think that their own individual colors, the rap line, anyways, very much show through. I think during this section, especially because this is a song that it has a slight Blackpink influence to it. Certain portions has a slight Big Bang influence to it. All these different influences, and then of course we get into rock later on towards the song. All of these different influences, I think, it can make a song sound messy, and honestly, it can make a group sound like they have no identity, or this song has no identity. But I think their own individual personalities, especially the rap line. So even though they have less lyrics, they're not as rapping all throughout the song like they usually sometimes do. I think just by their own personalities showing through this rap section, and if you listen to the background, it's like literally just drums, just these very almost hollow, very papery sounding drums, but that's all there is. It's almost like they covered the spectrum of rap. K-pop rap, YG rap, and American rap. Oh, can I say something? I have been really feeling this. I really felt this in T5, but I really felt this even more in BONA BONA. Taehyuk and Jungkook are going to be superstars. I mean, they're still young, and I think even visually, man, they have not even reached their potential of the kind of pop star that they can be. But wow, Jesus Christ, look at Jungkook in this scene. If you guys can see a close up, go back to the music video on your own if you want to see it in full screen. 2 minutes and 5 seconds. Jungkook looks incredible. And it's not just a shallow beauty thing, although that does play a factor. It's something about their extra swagger. I really feel like this year they've been really feeling themselves. Like up until this point, it really feels like Treasure has always had something to prove. Oh. Like there's this professional ease and class that's coming off of them, whereas previously it feels very much like they're working hard. Like there was this very raw, youthful energy. Ooh, the wave while doing that. Of course it's Jiyoon doing that move. Of course he's doing all the sexy moves. This is phenomenal. This whole hallway corridor scene, which you don't even realize what this set is, and it's the hallway to the deck of a yacht. So we've been constantly doing this military, hard hip hop focus to the chorus in the song. And then the classic YG outro. It's probably their most fun choreography too. Wow. 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 I think that's easily Treasure's best title track. Given that I am who I am, it has honestly never been that easy deciding which Treasure title track is my favorite. Honestly, the bar always used to be, is this better than Going Crazy? And on a pure song level, I don't know. That's actually my answer. I think, man, if this was any K-pop song, if it was only the dun 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 dun, dun and then everything stayed in that hip hop, like aggressive hip hop genre, I wouldn't say it's better than Going Crazy. If it was just that crazy drum and bass portion throughout the entire song, though, I wouldn't say it's better than Going Crazy. Nothing kind of beats pure, simple, clean pop for me. What does beat it is when you can take basically a mixing bowl of multiple different genres, but still pass it off as not even just, it's not even a pop song anymore. At this point, it just sounds like a journey. And I love the fact that this song starts out on such a light dun 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 synth journey and then ends with this aggressive, loud rock outro, this fucking electric guitar crooning in the distance. I think all of that amounts to me saying, and this is how good Treasure is, it might be better than Going Crazy. That's how good Going Crazy is. But that's how good and how high the standards I've held up for these boys in my mind up until this point. And I realize this is it. This, it's not even this music video. It's not even the song itself. It's the potential that was realized in this song and in this music video and in kind of everybody. I'm really amazed. I think how Treasure is going to set a very different tone in the way that Baby Monster is going to set a new different tone for the girl group genre going forward for YG. I think what Treasure very interestingly brings to the table is that whereas YG had a very big rap heavy culture and it still is a very hip hop and rap heavy culture, but I feel like Treasure themselves, that's not their identity. And it never really was from the beginning. I think it's just because they had really prominent rappers and their vocalists were young and still maturing, which, my God, Jungwoo and, wow, Asahi. I mean, I've been in love with Asahi for a couple comebacks now. So when I say, even still, I have never really heard Asahi's voice, like heard his voice, like the way his voice sounded in this song sounded like R&B honey to me. But all the vocals were amazing. But I just think that's why up until this point, to me, it's felt very YG still, but it felt like kind of like elements of the classic YG with a very prominent, strong rap team. But I don't know, the vocalists at this point, it feels like I'm sure they're going to get better and they're going to mature even more, but they have gotten to a point where they come off really clean and professional. And it's also even the way the song is written. It's very big, loud, and showy. It doesn't necessarily have the same kind of emotions that Boy or I Love You, where, like my heart is going out for you kind of has. But I think up until this point, everything they've done, whether it's Jikjin or Tarari, everything they've done up until this point, I think has also prepared them for this song as well. And also they've shown that they can do this concept. And it just felt like, okay, we're going to combine everything we've ever done, literally put it into this song, and not just like influences, but have straight up strong, hard sections. Just there's a lot of drum and bass. There's a lot of hip hop and just one big loud rock outro, which classic YG outro. But it was out of this world this time. I was really blown away by Treasure's Bona Bona. I would love to know what you guys thought. Please let me know what you guys think about the song and the music video in the comments down below. Thank you everyone for watching my reaction to Treasure's Bona Bona. If you would like to support the channel directly, remember you can always visit our Patreon. We're going to be doing a listening party for their Reboot album. You can check that out there. I will do my best to have Treasure Map, our entire backlog, fixed for that by the 21st. That's when our listening party is coming out. If you don't want to support us monetarily, remember, you don't have to if you don't want to or you simply can't. We're going to have a subscribe button for you right here. You can go ahead and like the video down below, leave a comment. Check out our other videos in the thumbnails right here, and we'll see you next time. Bye.